Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the 10 weaknesses of an ISTP personality type. Make sure to watch each one of them and find out how many you have. If the Myers-Briggs Personality Indicator (MBTI) assessed you as an ISTP personality type, then you are among the most unique personality types in the world. ISTP, which stands for Introverted, Sensing, Thinking, and Prospecting, is an individual who tends to love action, new experiences, hands-on activities, and the freedom to work at their own pace. The ISTP can be thought of as the virtuoso or as a crafter. Nevertheless, no personality type is perfect, and yes, ISTPs have a lot of good strengths. However, people with this personality type have to be aware of their weaknesses as well. Knowing those weaknesses will help you in your self-improvement journey and increase your social skills by a significant amount. Find out what are your greatest weaknesses and learn how you can counteract them and achieve personal growth. Here are 10 weaknesses of an ISTP personality type. Number 1. They are super stubborn. Virtuosos can go with the flow as effortlessly as they can ignore it and move in a different path without apologies or sensitivity. If someone decides to change ISTP's habits, lifestyles, or ideals by criticizing them, they can feel irritated. They follow their own path, no matter what others tell them to do. Number 2. They are often perceived as being arrogant. ISTPs concentrate on a rational process that leads them to each conclusion. They strive to put their emotions aside in order to focus on the processes that are required to finish the tasks. Even when this personality type tries to consider others' emotions when establishing a logical approach, the manner they express this process to others is frequently misunderstood. What ISTPs see as reasonable is perceived as impersonal or arrogant by other personality types. Number 3. They are overly spontaneous. ISTPs aren't particularly good at planning ahead or anticipating the future. While they are able to think critically and may be extremely rational, they don't particularly enjoy planning things out. They prefer to deal with situations as they arise, seeking solutions to issues and overcoming obstacles as they emerge. This can hold the ISTP back in various areas of their lives, such as their employment or lifestyle choices, because they don't like to plan for or foresee the future. They like to concentrate on the present rather than getting caught up in making plans for the future. Going with the flow can be a strength, but failing to plan ahead or anticipate what's around the corner can be a weakness. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. They sometimes tend to be manipulative. Virtuosos frequently struggle with other people's emotions directed at them. They would rather concentrate on what is now possible. This can lead to them testing the limits of their moral ideas and postures to see how far they can go or how far others can be pushed. ISTPs may inadvertently intensify a fight for the sake of amusement. They may begin an affair because they are dissatisfied with their marriage. They often begin to think about themselves rather than everyone else, and when they want to achieve something, they may manipulate others for the sake of it. Number 5. They struggle with commitment. ISTPs have a hard time committing to things, whether it's relationships, employment, or simply preparing ahead. They find themselves eager to trying new things and don't enjoy being forced to make a decision. This can make it difficult for individuals to form relationships or achieve any kind of stability in their lives. They may find it difficult to settle down and find things that they are truly enthusiastic about since they want to be free and unbound. While the virtuoso does not want to feel stuck in their lives, there are alternative methods to achieve this level of independence. This can lead to the ISTP bouncing around, unsure of how to commit to a task even when the situation calls for it. Number 6. They are crazy about their privacy. Getting to know ISTPs might be nearly impossible. They desire to keep their private things private. They despise small talk and would rather be silent than engage in useless discussion. Virtuosos don't mind being left to their own thoughts, even if it means being alone for a long amount of time. It is up to others to take the first attempt if they want to get to know ISTPs. They can be also very protective of their space, solitude, schedule, and way of life. And, like a mama bear, they can become extremely defensive toward people who try to enter this territory without permission. Number 7. They struggle with emotions. ISTPs may have difficulty comprehending or accepting feelings, both those of others and their own internal emotions. Focusing on practical matters is more comfortable for the ISTP, and they prefer what is substantial and can be verified. It can be challenging for them to truly appreciate or grasp anything if they cannot see it with their own eyes or find practical solutions to issues. Emotions and feelings are far too fragile for the ISTP to connect with, and there is no solid or practical way for the virtuoso to relate with them. When someone is sad or emotional, ISTPs have no idea how to console them. Virtuosos can also come out as harsh at times, since they aren't always aware of how their words influence others. They concentrate on logic and are able to convey facts in a factual manner. This can appear impolite, especially when the ISTP is being a little too direct in their communication. Their objectives are to be open and honest, yet this can come out as insensitive in many circumstances when the ISTP is not trying to be. Number 8. They often seek for risky behaviors. The ISTP's restlessness, boredom, and persistent need for thrills might lead them to engage in dangerous and even reckless activity without fully considering the consequences of their actions. While hedonism is an ISTP's natural inclination, some are exceptionally foolish in their pursuit of pleasure, sensations, the adrenaline rush, and rapid fulfillment, arguing, "You only live once." Number 9. They can be insensitive. ISTPs have a tendency to communicate in a blunt and harsh manner, which can be a strength in many ways because it indicates they are genuine, direct, and logical. However, if someone doesn't satisfy the ISTP standards of what characterizes logic, reason, or practicality, they can become harsh and judgmental. When forced to deal with a method of thinking that is not intuitive for them, the ISTP can feel annoyed rather than recognizing that others simply think differently. In spite of their efforts at empathy and emotional sensitivity, virtuosos rarely manage to come across as empathetic or sensitive, if anything comes out at all. Number 10. They get bored really quickly. ISTPs prefer to act in the current moment and dislike having to wait or be patient in any scenario. The virtuoso can easily become exhausted by sitting around and feeling stuck. Because of this, they may engage in risky conduct in order to discover ways to avoid feeling trapped or immobile. When the virtuoso feels bored or impatient with something, they may strive to break free in rash and even destructive and harmful ways. If they don't get a handle on it, they risk damaging their relationships or even their professional position, as well as setting themselves behind in certain aspects. Hence, it is so crucial for the ISTP to discover hobbies or interests that keep them occupied in a proper manner. As they seek their adrenaline dose, their unwillingness to be patient and dislike of boredom can drive their impulsive behavior and hedonism in tragic events. Their destructive lack of patience is one of the biggest weaknesses of an ISTP personality type. These videos will be really helpful for you.